Hello. This video is going to be a bit of a rant, I have to admit. We've had a week of really frustrating, incomprehensible news that we will be in deficit until the year 2060 something. Well, I won't be here then. I will be well and truly visiting my Maker, but what will happen to the children and the children who will be paying this debt, and what will their living conditions be? I honestly hate to think. Who in their right mind, a small country like Australia, who is very much a trading nation? We farm, we have enough to eat, we have beautiful wineries, and we export a lot. But the deficit each year, the interest will be billions. Can you imagine? Not until the 2060s. Now, everything that Labor is promising you is on the credit card. So when you hear these billions here, oh, it's free here, there'll be no charge here, somebody has to pay it. It won't be the politicians, it won't be coming out of their pocket, it will be coming out of yours and your children and your children's children. Now, I can't honestly comprehend this, but here we are. And Labor are still every day or every second day promising freebies. They're not free. They're just giving you your money back in tiny little teeny bits, while they won't be suffering. They have obviously wealth beyond the normal everyday working Australian. Good luck to them. But on the way, they forget humanity. They forget who's sitting at the table underneath them. And the conversations from our Prime Minister at the moment are very condescending. When he gets amongst the mere mortals, that being us, he has a very ochreish sound to him. It relates in that I'm one of you. So we have this laugh, we have this matish attitude, and it's condescending, and we see right through it. So it's not going to work for you, so just stop doing it. Okay? It just makes you look silly. I know it's an everyday common word, but I'm sorry, but children do it, so you, as our Prime Minister, should stop doing it. Mr. Dutton. Well, I don't know when the spark is going to be lit with Mr. Dutton. He's well-mannered, he's civil, he's quiet. But what we need to lead this country is a Prime Minister with a mongrel in him. And every Australian knows what I'm talking about when I refer to being a bit of a mongrel in you. It means you will fight and you will not give up. That is what we are going to need to get us out of this quagmire that we're in, where families don't have enough to eat. You can have 70 cents a day in 14 months, or you can have 25 cents off the tax at the petrol bowser. Well, that's immediate, so we're very thankful for that. But honestly, I think there are policies that need to be gone, and one of them is the Paris Agreement. And I think if Mr. Dutton said that we are going to be out of the Paris Agreement, his votes would probably increase by 20-30%, and that's a very good margin. That alone will be a winning formula. While Mr. Albanese at the moment is not living amongst us, he's happy and he's in love and he's looking forward to a wedding after the vote on the 3rd of May. He's got a wedding coming up, so he is very distracted from us mere mortals. So when you see him smiling and jolly, it's for a reason. It's because he is happy. And I don't begrudge that of anybody. But at whose expense is this man happy? He has bought properties and he may have negative gearing, which could be a problem with the Greens, of which party he says he will not associate with. Well, I think behind doors, I think that may not be so definite, because if there is a hung Labor vote, it will be with the Greens, and they don't want negative gearing. And I'm sure, because Mr. Albanese is very sensitive about that subject, he may very well, his new property that he's purchased may be negatively geared. That's interesting, isn't it? So, what do we do? Well, last 3 days we have had 3 debates that have been held, and by voting from the undecided people who were in the audience, it appears that Labor had the winning hands on these 3 debates. Well, I beg to differ. I honestly don't think so. I think Mr. Dutton gave an absolutely heroic performance in that he had just learned half an hour before that his father had a medical emergency and was taken to hospital with a suspected heart attack. Now, could you perform well having just heard that about your father? I don't think so. But he stood there composed and answered the questions, didn't look for any sympathy vote. He answered the questions, dignified and gentleness, while Mr. Albanese showed a lot of, how should I say, condescending remarks. There was a truck driver, and Mr. Albanese spent, I would say, a good minute and a half of his time slot telling him what a good bloke he was. That when everyone had COVID, the truck drivers pushed on. A lot of people pushed on. What about the nurses, the doctors, the dairy who had to get their milk because people still wanted to drink their coffee and tea at the milk bar? So there are a lot of people, Mr. Albanese, not only the truck driver that you chummied up to with your ochreish sounding voice. So where are we? We're in a lot of trouble because anything, as far as I can see, between the vote day and today, something needs to happen that is big. Either Labor or the Liberals have to announce something that is going to stop the normal fella in the street and listen. So what is it going to be? We've heard so far from both of you, but there is nothing that says this is all worth it just for that. So somebody gets something out of their think tank, because Australians are very wishy-washy. It could go either way. So the Liberals could wait another 3.5 years. Labor will be in bed with the Greens, or that will be punishing. We will suffer if that really is what happens. Australia at the moment are shouldering, and because of the weight of everything that is being put upon the Australians who work every day, who have their superannuation, who have their little bank account, the weight of the troubles that are consuming this country at the moment, we are bending over. Australia is bending over with the weight of this debt, of these governments that don't seem to have the mongrel in them to get us over this. Do you want Australia on its knees? Because that, Mr. Politicians, is where Australia is heading. We will be on our knees. So what are you going to do? Do something. Do something that we can believe in, that's good for Australia, not for any other country. Think about the ground beneath you. Where are you standing? This is what you should be fighting for. So please, please, stop thinking of the level at which you live and come down to the bargain basement where Australians are at the moment. Thank you.